audience member usually do?
Well, the normal things, of course. Sits down, reads the program, watches the show, engages with the characters, and laughs when someone falls down. You know, the normal things.
Yes, the normal things. And do the normal things include an audience member standing up out of her seat and coming off the stage?
No, that would be highly irregular.
How's your medical practice been doing lately?
My medical practice is going well.
That's good to hear. Although it is a lie, you are ambitious. You want to be loved by millions of fans who watch your show. You want to be in the spotlight. And that's why you're not over there where you're supposed to be. No, your medical practice is not doing well at all. Perhaps it's about to be canceled. Perhaps she orchestrated all of this to generate a little publicity. Is that not true, Doctor?
That's preposterous.
Is it? Paige Martin. A little earlier, after I fainted, was dragged off stage, I had a visit from someone who was sitting in the back of the audience. Miss Paige Martin. Could you tell us all who Paige Martin is?
She is my TV producer. What a coincidence.
That's right. She's your boss. She calls your shots. She pays the salary. She books your guests.
Look, I really must be going.
Sit down! She gave me a bit of information that was quite intriguing. Januaries, you're going to want to listen to this. February 5th. Do you remember February 5th? Do you remember who you had on your show that night?
I'm sure I don't. I help so many people.
Especially yourself. On February 5th, you were dealing with two couples who were having a lover's spat. These four were so outrageous and so preposterous that you had them again on February 6th. They hit each other. They yelled. They spoke in those backwoodsy accents that had everyone laughing. There was a buzz. They were two of your highest rated shows in about a year. Do you remember?
I've had so many guests, it's hard to keep track.
Their names were Wilbert, Nettie, Rosalie, and Reginald. It was a great show, but it couldn't stop the bleeding. Your show had been in decline for over 6 months. In fact, you were told last week that your show would be canceled after you filmed the episodes for next month. But you couldn't accept that, could you?
Please, I think this is all big mistakes. Why don't we go off stage and talk about this?
Off stage? I've been trying to get you off stage for the past hour. But no, not now. I have you exactly where I want you. And January is going to make sure you don't go anywhere. But no, you planned the takeover of my opening night. You brought back the Four Stooges and had them replay their lovers' quarrel. You brought in Dr. Foolhardy, your senile old guest from February 13th. And kudos to you. My Roman soldiers were just stupid enough to fall into your psychological mind games. Yes, you planned the takeover of my opening night. opening night critics could see you in action, if the crowds could be awed by your compassion, wow, what a story that would be. It might just generate enough publicity to buy your show a reprieve. But what bad luck for you, and what good luck for me that Miss Paige Martin just happened to be in the audience. Look at you. The ambitious Caesar once again sits on her throne. Caesar will stop at nothing to get what she wants. She will stop at nothing.
Please, let's just go and talk about this.
Talk? I do want to talk, Caesar. What's today's date? What's today's date?
I believe it is March 15th.
Why, yes, it is. A fitting night for a Roman drama, don't you think? Is this not the theater of Pompeii? The ambitious Caesar still must be stopped. Call me Cassius, if you will. Or Marcus Brutus, if you prefer. Either way, there will be blood. There must be blood. What's this? Is this not the wreath of Caesar? It needs to be adorning its proper place. I see no place as fitting as here. Caesar! No more masquerading! The truth has been laid bare, just as an olive spat out after being voraciously sucked to its core by a pack of mad dogs!
That doesn't make sense. Dogs don't eat olives.
Neither do Roman dramas have psychologists! Did you hear them? They're gathering. You may have shackled Act 1 to your self-conceited love, and you may have distracted Act 2 with your silver tongue, but is this not the theater of Pompeii? And is today not the Ides of March? Caesar, are you ready to play your most famous role? Doctor, are you ready to fulfill history?
You're starting to creep me out a little bit.
You cannot stop the ending. There will be blood. The Republicans demand it. The senators are plotting. The Romans are on the march, and the beast of history must be satisfied.
No, guys, what is this? We should talk about this.
Romans on the march. Say it.
Say what?
Say it.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, yes, you do, Caesar. Say it.
A2, director?
Yes, especially me. What was once tragedy has turned into my greatest triumph. To silence the preachers of the squawk box, who spout their opinions day in and day out, wanting us to trust them for the answer. The Freudian freaks who manipulate our desires for their own personal gain. Today is the end of their tyranny. No longer will they use their ambition to build themselves up. We laugh at the scum. We pause to reflect that the better nature we bestow upon them is nothing but a mere shadow of reality. For by the sword do we know our own strength. By the silence of the night do we know we did the right thing. Good night, everybody.
We really need to give a big round of applause to the manager of PPAC, Kihao, and all of the staff that have done a tremendous job at this beautiful facility. Dramatic performance that we're putting on December 9th. We'll be right over here on stage 2 called the RLT Players Present the Road Less Traveled. It's going to be a lot of fun. 2 shows on February 9th. Hope you can come out. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming.